Alright guys, what's going on? We're back for another Bitcoin update, technical analysis. It's a good time right now to revisit what we discussed last time. I did a recording for like 15 minutes and none of it was recorded because I was on mute. So anyhow, we can do this fairly quickly now that I've done it once. So last time we were talking about like a bear flag that was gonna dip to the bottom and hit 86k or something, because it's a bear flag right here. It hit the support, late support. So these are liquidations. So they wanted to wish that, okay, people are setting support here, so they went below for their liquidation, or they have their positions open here because they think, okay, well, possibly that's in support, or maybe they have positions open here. They want to set a stop loss way below the support, and so they wicked everybody out. And I mean, the Stokes were low for the 1 hour, so I mean that anything could happen, right? I mean, if you were to really scalp and look at this, you would look at the 15 minutes and see, okay, well, it's super low. It's gonna, I might enter here as it crosses the dotted line here. There's things you could really do, but like I wouldn't really get into this per se. Yeah, unless I have to be ultra like risky. But this is not about taking what positions, right? Like, we're not teaching you how to trade or how to. I mean, we could, but it's that's not what we do, right? We're just talking, analyzing the market, and then you can decide on yourself what to do, or you can speak with your financial advisor. So like what I do see here is a bull flag on a 15. We don't normally do 15 minutes, but let's do a 15 minute. We might even kiss the 200 before we go, because the Stokes are still heading back up here. Maybe coming down, but it's still bullish for the very short term. If we do break above 102, that's the target, right? We might not, because there's so much resistance there. What I was talking about in the previous attempt to record this video was that we haven't really moved much, right? Like, sure, like it does look like we broke out of this descending triangle, but you can also say, for the daily, it's easier to see. It's hard with all those wicks. You see, like, sure, like this, we had this like about here, right? So now, like 15 minutes ago, this was further up here. So it would look like we were at support bouncing, retesting, but doesn't seem like it now. So we can also draw like this and say, okay, well, we're still in the pattern. So when there's ambiguity in the market, we usually don't want to risk too much. And you could easily come back down, but Stokes high, unless the curves come back down, we'll see. But we might stay here for a bit, come back down to the bottom of it, and then we attempt to break down to retest these lows again. So when you do use Fibonacci, you don't want to use. I mean, you want to take it with a grain of salt, because then anything goes. If you set your support here or your stop loss here or here, there's different levels of liquidations that market makers and traders and exchanges use to. They see the pool, right? So if you do it far away, and you take and when you have profit, you set a stop loss to take profit, then you're not going to lose much money, or at all, right? You might lose more gains, but those are strategies to avoid taking much losses. But that's those are not financial advice. It's just personal experiences and things I've learned through trading and through learning from other people's videos and instructions. So we'll talk about a few things, right? On the ultra macro level, here's what I see, right? What I see is this. I still see this is weekly time frame, bearish divergence. Slowing down Stokes means could be that we're waiting for the 221 to meet, have a bull flag and pump again, but this does look like let's do the monthly. No, monthly is no. Let's do daily. So for the daily, what it looks like is we're having this similar situation, right? Price goes up, stays around this level. 21 moving average, the white line, slowly curves down, thinking that we're gonna consolidate all the way back to previous support. Doesn't do that. Pumps again, do another high. So we're doing that thing here. We 21 is coming down but slowing down. So if we does come back up when we're having another, we're doing like an M here. Do an M here, pump and then dump here. 21 eventually comes down to meet with the 200, the yellow line, and then we wait a little bit more, consolidate a further more, maybe even for the 21 to dip below the 200 before a new move up. That could happen, right? The last time we did that was this, right? So we had 1, 2, a 3 M pattern, dump, fell below, consolidated a little, as the 21 is approaching to cross, people get in here, and then boom, we're up because these are tight. The moving averages are tight right now. The moving averages are far apart, right? So in the short term, for the daily anyway, short term daily, this is going to come down, stay around 90, 80 something. Maybe we have a good, black swan event or whatever, like the opposite, the good, black swan the other way, right? Black swan is supposed to be bad, right? It's a white swan event, so that goes up. Shortly comes back down, resets, and then do a real pump. So anything that goes above is it's out of the norm, right? So that's it for Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance, I want to touch that a bit. We are in this little symmetric triangle, so it's just going to fluctuate. Wait until a move, so about March or so. Or it might not even happen, right? Anything happens here. So, but the interesting thing is Bitcoin dominance is here. Tether dominance is also here. It's identical. So people are not even selling, taking profit to Tether. They're just liquidating to fiat, right? I don't know who would do that. I guess they need to pay the bills. And for this one, yeah, it's just weird, right? Like the whole ETH dominance, nobody cares about ETH. Maybe they should have a Solana. Do they have a Solana dominance here? Maybe they do. I haven't checked that. Yeah, they do. Solana dominance is going the other way, right? So people are going into Solana. You see, there's a W here. I talked about this in the attempt. All the total market caps are in the same direction. So, and it's fairly in the middle, right? So not in the high, not in the low, somewhere in the middle. So we're just waiting for some opportunity. So it's also the beginning of the year, people are just coming back, so there's a lot of things to look out in the market. But since we don't really do a video every day or every 2 days, we don't give like a micro level of what's happening. So like the next video that we do might be in a week. This might be right here, all the way down at the 91k level, or it could be, we might have pumped all the way to 112, right, or 110k, right? So we'll do another one to see where it goes. It's hard to do a video where you don't have much action like today, right? So that's it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and turn on your notification bell. Leave a comment if you want to discuss more, and I'll see you in the next video.